Here comes the offense on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He'll try to pop the draw. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They move the tight end all over. To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The handoff to Johnson. Plows through the defense. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And he just refused to go down. Did you see him break all those tackles? That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On second down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. What a snag by the defense.
Ain't no way that's how far you can throw it, bro, boy. Oh my
his
goodness.
offense in business.
Yeah, nobody beat.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas 7, Florida 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Coming, lofts one high and deep. He holds it in and nobody's close. All kinds of running room. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
Off he goes! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Gators! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
He's got it on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
When you're a QB, you have enough time to take out a sandwich and finish the sandwich before you have to make a pass down the field. That's a good day at the office.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kansas 21, Florida 7.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you just like...
He lets one fly deep. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Gets away from one. Finds some space.
This game don't gotta do all that. It's like, it don't.
And a big
really
return
don't.
after the INT sets up the offense.
Should I get up out of here?
Man, this
Probably
is how we do
should.
it. Defensively, you go into halftime.
It's been over with. I ain't gonna hold you.
We've seen him do this. We've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan.
They're trying to do some
Plan
cute shit out here.
executed, you can tell.
And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance.
Hey, man, they heard me crying.
It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. I think it was a heat-seeking missile
Shit probably
coming
still
in
over
there,
though.
and he knocked that thing loose.
They're trying to get... And the
Oh my, it's so dramatic. Oh my gosh, just throw the rock.
Recover it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, that's about as risky as it can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Trying to get to it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. It's a big stride inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot win it in harm's way.
The corner wasn't even moving, so I was like, had to try it out, dog. You know what I mean? Had to see what they wanted me to do.
Wants to fire on second down.
Fuck it.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that
I'll try that shit one more time.
Crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. If this defense
I'm
can
sending this shit to
come up with a
EA.
stop here, they
Them niggas know
will
to
take
get it
a
right.
giant step toward winning this game. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Should have go for 2.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like
this running back gonna get tired.
Player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They go to the draw. Fights off a defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field, or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas 21, Florida 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The handoff, keep working on that clock. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
Yo, I'm just stuck in the middle of this shit, bro. That's crazy.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nigga zooming the camera down far, boy.
When you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks, who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
Florida 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because
Snags it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Yo, y'all gotta help me out, Doug. I'm running for my life.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to
Yes,
collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got it on the run. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
I'm gonna try this play. It don't work. It don't work.
The drive coming up.
It never really does work.
Let's it fly.
I'll tell you.
Touchdown Gators. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting.
They just stand there, bro.
Ticking down. Do I
That
trust
shit is.
my
I never understand that.
Got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Now on the option. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to